The biggest market in the world is the U.S. federal government market. It is Fortune 1. The government buys almost everything you can think of. It is also one of the most difficult and competitive markets in the world. It is full of strange rules and small details, as well as public laws and rules about how to buy goods and services. These have an effect on how we bid, sell, and market in the world of government contracts. Marketing is a big part of getting business in the public sector. However, marketing in the public sector is different, and it has to talk to the market and different parts of the market in a way that resonates with buyers and influencers who make decisions that affect the lives of citizens, soldiers, civilian government employees, and others who are affected by the products and services bought by Uncle Sam. Government Marketing Best Practices 2.0 is a project that was made by a group of top government marketing experts working together. It is meant to help both new and experienced GovCon marketers come up with and put into action successful marketing plans in the huge public sector field. It will help everyone who reads it become better marketers in the public sector and step up their game. Here's a summary of each part in Markham Tower's Government Marketing Best Practices 2.0. What you need to know for accelerated success. Chapter 1. The Start. Tower explains what government marketing is and why it's important for businesses that sell to the government in this part. He gives an overview of the book and talks about how it can help businesses be more successful at selling to the government. Chapter 2. The Market for Government. Tower gives an overview of the government market and shows how it is different from the commercial market in this part. He talks about the major players in the government market and gives advice on how to understand how the government buys things. The basics of marketing for the government. Tower talks about the basics of marketing to the government in this chapter. He talks about how important it is to understand the government's needs and requirements, make a clear value offer, and build relationships with government buyers and decision makers. Chapter 4. Making a marketing plan for the government. In this chapter, Tower talks about how important it is for the government to have a marketing plan and gives a framework for how to make a good plan. He talks about how to set marketing goals, find target groups, and create a marketing mix with the right channels and strategies. Building a marketing database for the government. In this chapter, Tower talks about how important it is to build a marketing database for the government and gives tips on how to make a database that is accurate, complete, and up to date. He tells how to use a database to find government buyers and decision makers and market to them. Chapter 6. Making a plan for thought leadership. In this chapter, Tower talks about how important it is to have a thought leadership strategy and gives advice on how a business can become a trusted expert in the government market. He explains how to use content marketing, social media, and other strategies to build thought leadership and establish trust with government buyers and decision makers. Chapter 7. How the government uses marketing strategies. In this chapter, Tower talks about how important it is to use the right marketing strategies for the government and gives a review of the best ways to reach government buyers and decision makers. He talks about how to use trade shows, events, workshops, and other methods to build relationships and get leads in the government market. How to measure the success of government marketing. In this chapter, Tower talks about how important it is to measure the success of government marketing and gives tips on how to use metrics and analytics to track how well government marketing efforts are working. He shows how to use data to improve marketing strategies over time and get better results. Chapter 9. Putting together a team to market for the government. In this chapter, Tower talks about how important it is to build a marketing team for the government and gives advice on how to find, train, and manage a team that can carry out government marketing plans well. He talks about how to put together a team that knows the government market and can build relationships with buyers and decision makers in the government. Chapter 10. The End. In this chapter, Tower summarizes the most important parts of the book and stresses how important it is to understand the government market and make a clear and successful plan for marketing to the government. He tells people to use the best ideas in the book to get ahead faster in the government market. Thanks for watching our Amazon book review. If you found our review helpful and you're interested in checking it out for yourself, we've included a link to it in the description below. By clicking on that link, you'll not only get more details about it on Amazon, but also support our channel at no cost to you. So go ahead and click that link to grab your copy of the book and dive into an exciting reading journey. Happy reading, and thanks for your support.